is up, guys? It's Kevin back in with a quick new video, just showing you guys what I've been doing and what I've been working on. Now, of course, most of you guys know the last video was about how to paint something. Today I'm going to show you how to fix your own paint, something that's already painted, and it kind of goes with the thing from day before yesterday's video. But if you've got dingy paint, you have faded paint, stuff like that, I'm going to show you how to fix it. Now, of course, you know I have the Miata here, and I'm just sick of looking at this paint job. Honestly, this is basically a Mako paint job, and it looks good from a distance. So once you start getting up on it, you can see that it is very dingy. It's not really clear, and it's not really shiny, but like I said, from a distance, it looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this back section of the car, and what we're going to do is we're going to wet sand the whole thing from the back section, from the door back, and I'll show you what it looks like right now. You see, it's from a distance it looks good, but up close it looks really, really bad. It has a couple of dings, as you can see, like right here there's a little ding, and it just does not look good. So most of the time when you take it to get a cheap paint job, they'll do one of two things. They'll either mix in the clear coat with the paint, or they'll lay the paint and then do a clear coat. But in most cases they won't buff it or wax it, which, like I said, over time will make it have orange peel, make it kind of fade, just like this is fading. So what I'm going to do is wet sand the back of it, and I'm going to wax it out, and I want to see the difference between this and that after it's wet sanded and waxed out, if it looks smoother. Because also, I'm not sure if you can see, there is a lot of kind of ridges in it. Like the amplifier from yesterday, it's not smooth, as you can see right here. It's not smooth. So want to smooth all this out, wet sand it, see how it comes out. I'm going to eventually paint the whole car, but I'm just sick of looking at this dingy looking paint. So let's set up the camera. I'm going to start sanding it down, and let's see how it comes out. Alright, so we're going to start sanding it down. This is the same process as the amplifier. All you need is some polishing compound, some water, some, what is this, 1500 wet dry sandpaper, and you go from there. Put some water on it. Now this will take out a lot of marks. That's just like surface marks. And you want to go in circular motion. Make sure you keep it dry, because you don't want to burn the paint. So any scratches that you have, you want to go over a little bit harder than others, just to see if you can get them out. Now I'm going to go from here up. I'll do here down when I do the whole car. I just want to really see what it's going to look like. Well, if I mess it up, I mess it up, because honestly, like I said, I'm going to paint the car once I get the title back. That's the biggest issue, like I said, from you guys, of, you know, starting this as a real project. So I can see some white sheen, which tells me they did paint the car and then they put some clear coat on it, which is a good thing. This doesn't take very long, actually. Back here on the back. Now what you want to do is not push down too hard. So you're not trying to, like I said before, not trying to take the paint off. You're just trying to get it smooth. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's smooth. Hopefully it comes out good. Doesn't come out looking like shit. Still see some ridges. So let me know in the comment sections below, like, what kind of car do you have, what issues you have with it, what's your favorite car, just anything to start conversation. So this feels really smooth already. Let's see. After that, let's just wipe it down, see what it looks like. Ooh. Yeah, see some ridges still. Alright, so when you're doing this, what you want to see is like right here. You see the little pits in it? You want to keep going until the pits are completely gone. Kind of like this right here. There's no pits in it right there. So these little pits, you want to keep going. Make sure you have enough water until all the pits are gone. I'm going to do that right now and start the video back up. Alright guys, so I went back over it one time. I didn't get it completely perfect because I don't want to dig into the paint too much, but it's pretty much smooth to the touch. If you run your finger across it, you don't feel any ridges or anything like that. There are certain points like this right here, I didn't want to go into it anymore. But at this point, what you want to do is get your drill with your buffing pad and your rubbing compound, and you want to basically buff it out 2 or 3 times and see what it comes out looking like. Like I said, you can go up to 5 times and then go from there. I'm going to do that right now, and let's see what the finished product is going to look like. If it looks good or if it looks like crap, because this is definitely a cheap Mako paint job. So let's see the difference here. You can see me, but it's kind of weird looking and very foggy. And then over here, there's basically no shine to it whatsoever. So let me do that real quick, and then we'll go from here. So now I'm done with the back rear quarter panel. Now this is a good way if you go to Mako, or you go to some cheap paint shop and they prep it, paint it, clear coat it, all that. Like I said, usually you'll have to pay an extra couple $100 to get them to wet sand it, wax it. This is a good way to get a $300 paint job and then spend another, I don't know, this quarter panel took me about 20 minutes to do, so let's say an hour and a half, 2 hours to wet sand and compound the whole car, wax the whole car. You'll get a $300 paint job that will actually come out looking like, I don't know, a $1,000 paint job. Just, you know, you got to spend your time doing it right, waxing it enough times. I actually waxed this, I sanded it twice, waxed it 4 times, and let me show you how it came out. So let's remember exactly what we had. You see, it's got a little bit of shine to it. Let me get down here, and you tell me where I started waxing it at. Oh shit. So you can definitely see the difference between the two right there. Shiny, not shiny. Shiny, not shiny. So like I said, 20 minutes doing this right here, and you can see it from a distance. It looks like a brand new paint job. And it only took, like I said, 20 minutes to do it. I didn't do the bottom part down there. I will, and I'm going to do the whole car, but I just wanted to see how it came out. Now it does look like this one was painted with a base coat, the paint, and then a clear coat. They just didn't, what do you call it? They didn't wet sand it or wax it, so that's why it came out looking so good. Now, if they did mix the clear coat with the paint, it should come out exactly the same as this. So, give you one more look. And this was, I actually took this car and washed it 2 or 3 days ago. So this is actually what the paint does look like, and that's how it came out. So this thing is gonna look banging once I get the whole car waxed like that. Now understand that it will take longer on the hood and stuff like that. See how the hood is dingy? It's gonna take longer on the hood just because it's just this big wide surface, but the sides shouldn't take you any more than like 40 minutes maybe for the whole side. But yeah, just a little info. If you've got dingy paint, it looks like it's faded. Now, if you have clear coat, like on most Honda Civics that is chipping, this is not going to work. If your paint is chipping, it's not going to work. But if it is faded, if you've got a red car that kind of looks burgundy, or a black car that's kind of just, you know, looking like this, kind of whitish, this will definitely work. So that's pretty much it. I hope I help you guys out with this kind of stuff to get your car looking great. I'm going to pick up a Honda Civic in about an hour from now. It's got some Miata wheels on it, I believe, but I'm picking it up for $250. I'm going to try to get him down to $200. I don't know exactly what's wrong with it yet, but I'll make a video of that tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys later.